What's up, guys? On today's episode, we're going to talk about how does sleep factor into your routine and why does it mean so much for, on your road to success. And we need to talk about this today. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Bite Size Marketing Hack Podcast, where you get the confidence to hack your marketing 5 minutes at a time. Hey guys, my name is Mark.
My name is Rashawn.
Welcome to the Bite Size Marketing Hack Podcast. It's great to be with you as always, where we help you navigate these uncertain times, and there's a lot going on in the world. You need clarity so that you can stay connected with the right people for your business. We're in your corner here to help you. And on every level, apparently, today we're talking about sleep routines of highly successful people. And this is kind of a funny episode, but it's really great to break up the intensity of marketing sometimes. And it's really going to be really practical too. But to talk about, behind the scenes, behind your business, your nonprofit, the platform you're growing, that maybe it's your side hustle, whatever it is, what routine do you need to have in place to really be effective? And what are other people who have built a platform or built something? What has been their routine? So I think this is going to be really interesting, especially if you're watching on Facebook, you're going to see it. So we can dig into this. Anything you want to share on this before we jump in, Rashawn?
Man, Mark, I would say totally. I don't even know how I'm privileged or have this opportunity to speak into people about this because I'm so bad. My internal clock is everywhere. Some nights I'll sleep 8 hours. Some nights I'll sleep
That's
four
funny.
and a half. Just because I'm wrestling at night. But there's so many things that factor into you having a great sleep, quote unquote, hygiene, and I just think this is going to be a great opportunity speaking to those who are listening about this, bro. So let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll introduce it this way. So this kind of byline here of this episode is this: worried you're not getting enough sleep, or too much for that matter. 8 hours is often thought to be the magical number, but do high achievers agree? So this article looked at the sleep routines of 50 successful people, and then here's the way it plays out. And so this is from low to high numbers of sleep. And I think these people who are at the 3 hour mark are crazy. You cannot function at 3 hours of sleep. But we've got here at the top, Gordon Ramsay, Donald Trump. We're not going to get political here, but we're just listing off people. And I think this is crazy. Number one, I like watching MasterChef, especially from Gordon Ramsay. But the fact that he gets 3 hours of sleep during the night,
Lord have mercy.
That's pretty crazy. And so he kind of sets it up that like he eats dinner and then he goes from there and socializes family and friends, and then he does some more work, and then he doesn't sleep until middle of the night, only getting 2 a.m. and wakes up at 5 a.m. to get going again. What do you think, dude?
Dude, I think that's wild, man. I can only imagine. I just can't see myself at that point. But that's probably why he is where he is. I don't know how miserable he is throughout the day, or did his body just adapt to it? And
right.
He's good to go. We need to talk about this a little bit.
That's pretty crazy. And then we got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's getting up, or he's going to sleep at midnight, getting up at 4 a.m. 4 hours of sleep, and he socializes and then works and then sleeps. The kind of like trend I see already as we're looking at different people is that they work right before they go to sleep. Right next, this is a guy named Richard Branson, and if those of you know him, he doesn't work right before he goes to sleep, but he gets 5 hours of sleep. He reads before he goes to sleep. But, I've heard this from a lot of people, of highly effective people, that working right up till you go to sleep really impacts and affects your sleep and is not effective. I mean, we got people here on the screen that you're watching right now that some would call really successful people: Mark Zuckerberg, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, we just looked at Gordon Ramsay, right? And they're all working right up till sleep. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I think that there needs to be a strong disconnect between your work and your sleep. I don't think it should be this smooth transition, because I can only imagine having that weight or that load of work and trying to really shut it all off and go to sleep.
Right.
feel like I'll be restless at night dealing with that. I need a smooth transition between those two things. I believe at least a couple hours where
Oh
I'm
my gosh.
descending a bit.
So then we got T Swift, old Swifty. She's she
Yeah.
says she goes to bed at 1:30 a.m., gets up at 7 a.m. for 5.5 hours of sleep. And
Okay.
it's interesting. We're seeing right before people go to sleep. This is what the trend I see of kind of like it kind of what they really value. So she meets with her fans right before she goes to sleep. That'll impact how you sleep if you're on social media and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand she's just trying to keep up with all of her social stuff, but man, that again that'll impact her sleep, and then she's only sleeping five and a
True.
half hours. I don't know if I can do that.
Me neither, Mark. Me neither. I'm right around that gold standard of 8 hours, I believe. You know, the average adult usually
Yeah,
sleeps around that a bit. I like that.
we're coming up towards my number here. I'll share it when we get to it. We got Sean White at 6 hours, Barack Obama 6 hours. They both have a little relaxed time before they go to sleep. I think I'm more on board with that kind of routine. But again, that's kind of short. Elon Musk 6 hours, Gary Vee, who
Yeah.
we love.
Wow.
Even he, look at this. He values not just working right up to sleep. If you guys are watching this on Facebook, he works, eats a little dinner, has that little separation before going to sleep. I still think that's a little short, 6 hours of sleep, but at least he's got a separation there to really let his mind, his spirit,
True.
his decompress and kind of like dial in before he goes to sleep. For me, I got to pray. I got to spend some time in that buffer zone, but
Yes.
um,
Yes.
yeah, at least he's got a
Definitely.
buffer zone, right?
That's a lot better than some of the guys up there.
Yup. Look at Kobe, man. This one is probably the craziest one I've seen. So Kobe Bryant, this was his schedule, sleeping like at different points in the day, and then getting up, training, exercising, going back to sleep, and
Wow.
waking up. What do you think about that?
That's interesting, you know. That's like how my children's sleeping schedule is right now. You know, they got those naps throughout the day, the little cat naps, and
He's
we're
on the
all
toddler
after it.
plan.
Yeah, exactly. Woo. I
Oh,
guess
that's
he's
funny.
had a lot of kids and stuff. Maybe they affected him in a big way. But yeah,
Yeah.
he was a worker.
Stephen King, 6.5 hours of sleep. Muhammad Ali, 6.5 hours of sleep. Bill Gates, 7 hours of sleep. Now we're getting into my zone. I think 7 hours of sleep is
Nice.
minimum for me. That's about my sweet spot. Tim Cook, CEO of
Sweet.
Apple, Pope Francis, 7 hours of sleep. And here again, we got some guys. It seems like as we get farther down this lake, there's a little more health too. Like right before they go to sleep, they're doing some things that are a little bit healthier that I see.
Yeah.
um, uh, Mark Wahlberg, Bezos, um, and then we got Serena Williams. I love, she's amazing, and Beyonce.
Mm.
But this is my sweet spot. I think my favorite's down here. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, there she is, Mother Teresa. I'm on the Mother Teresa plan, I think. Um, she's
Love
getting
it.
about that 7 hours of sleep, going to bed at 9:45 p.m. That's about when I go to sleep. 4:30 a.m. That's about when I get up. Usually about
Beautiful.
5. But she's got prayer
That's
before she goes to
interesting.
sleep, dinner before that, and then she's working right up to dinner. I think I'll go on the Mother Teresa plan of the ones
Yeah,
we've seen.
I'm Maya Angelou, my man. Maya
Okay.
Angelou. So that's like right on mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there she is. There she is. 7.5 hours of sleep.
Wow.
So, and then we can scroll down. Let's see here. We got some longer ones, and we got lots of names. Tiger Woods, 8.5 hours of
Wow.
sleep. Tom Brady, former quarterback of
What?
the Patriots, 9 hours. Steph Curry, Kim Kardashian.
My
Uh,
wife is the Kim Kardashian night sort of
she
rhythm
got to
right
get her
there.
9 hours, huh?
Yeah. Especially when the kids sleep through the
Oh
night.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's my wife too. She'll sleep as long as she can. Well,
Nice.
I don't know how helpful that is. That might be helpful to you all. More it's just kind of like interesting and funny, like where do you fit on this spectrum? And then maybe it is kind of interesting to see and helpful like what are people doing right before they go to bed? I would be so bold as to say, I mean, there's people who's working right up till they go to bed. I've seen a whole lot of studies, and in my own life, working right before bed, it just does not bring
Yeah.
quality of sleep and quality of work over time. So, any
Yeah.
final thoughts there from you?
Just a few final nuggets. sort of in contrast, what it would be a better, sort of way to go before bed. One, you can keep a diary right near your bed. That's very therapeutic, and write out, your day and your future days. And also, sometimes it's getting in a hot bubble bath, or getting in the jacuzzi tub, whatever you have, or
gotta do it.
Exercise as well. And fruits to eat right before you go to bed is bananas, dairy, nuts, things like that. That's what we're talking about, guys. Let's change up some things.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it for today. And we do encourage you to get good sleep. It really is critical. And at the very least, you've got to have a routine and be consistent. So even if you're sleeping short, all the successful people have got a consistent routine. So that's one nugget to take away. Yeah. And we hope you've got a routine. Leave your routine in the comment. How long do you sleep? We'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments. Leave a rating, review on our podcast on whatever platform you listen to. We'd love to hear from you and what you'd like to hear from us. More stuff like this, other hacks and other topics, we want to know. So I think that's it for today.
Let's do it, y'all. See you next week.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. And visit us at bitesizemarketinghacks.com for more resources and episodes that will help you hack your marketing 5 minutes at a time.